fix that later. But I'm just going to go through each one, make sure there are no other errors like that. Looks like everything's bending pretty well. Yeah, we're good. So let's find the name of this bone, which is bone 0.002, as it says at the bottom of the 3D view. And select the mesh and go into the Object Data Options in the Properties panel. And there's a Vertex Groups panel. So find that bone again, bone 0.002, and with the mesh selected, find that bone name in the Vertex Groups and select it. And in Edit mode, select all the vertices in that area and just click on Remove. That will remove those vertices from that vertex group so that they'll no longer be deformed by that bone. So let's go back in pose mode of the armature and rotate that bone and see if there's any more problems. And there's not. We fixed it. So the bottom of the rig, because it's identical and just flipped, it's probably going to have the same problem but no other problems. So let's find that bone, rotate it, and yep, sure enough it has the same problem. So that bone name is bone 0.016. So select the mesh and go into Edit mode and select all those vertices. Find bone 0.016 in the vertex groups and click on Remove. And that should fix it. And it did. So there we have a very basic rig completed for our bow, top to bottom, including a bone for the string. Now if you take a look at our rig, we actually have three parts of it. We have the top chain of bones, bottom chain, and the string bone. I want to create one main bone that I can parent these three bones to, or these three parts of the rig to, so that they rotate and move along with it. So with the cursor still centered at the center of the handle, in Edit mode, I'm going to add a new bone. And I'm going to move the top of that bone to the left there. And make it nice and big so I can see it. And I'm going to rename this bone in the Bone Options in the top field to Main. And while I'm there, I'm going to rename the string bone here to String. Now I'm going to parent these three bones here to the main bone. So I'm going to select all three of them by holding Shift, and then holding Shift still, select the last bone, the main bone, and press Control and P, and select Keep Offset, so it keeps the bones where they are and doesn't connect it to the main bone. And now in pose mode, if I rotate the main bone, you'll see that the entire rig now moves with it. Now look at all these bones we have. There's a ton of them. It would suck if we had to manually bend all these back to bend the bow back. So what we're going to do is use something called inverse kinematics, or IK, to make the bow bend automatically. We'll do that by selecting the tippy top of the top bow chain and extruding that directly to the right to create a new bone. Now this bone's connected to the top bow chain, and we want to clear that. So with that bone selected, press Alt and P and choose Clear Parent. So now it's its own free bone. And we're going to rename this bone to top IK, top underscore IK. This bone's going to be our IK solver for the top